Let's make sure we can start off that way heading into tomorrow. But it's a good work, for the first day. Guys were on point in terms of the details, and that's what I was really looking for, to see where we're at heading into the first day. So with that, I'll be glad to open it up to some questions regarding the start of camp.
Coach, did Julio get a little banged up there, and you held him out?
Yeah, we just held him out. Yeah.
What happened?
We had a little tweak, so we just decided to hold it. Likely to be back in for tomorrow. He could have come back in today and was asking me to, but I decided not to.
So. What did he tweak?
I'm not going to disclose everything of it, but he'll be back for tomorrow.
Okay.
Coach, talk about the speed of the linebacker. I saw Devontae running down the sideline and Colton and start to step like that.
Yeah, the question about speed at linebacker, and for sure it's an important part of how we want to play. We play a lot of 3D, and so the linebackers who are playing some zone, they've got to be able to close, and when we do play our man-to-man, you see the matchups that we had to go against out here today. So that speed is going to be in full effect. So there's lots of battles all over, and linebackers for sure won, and that whole group, we know the speed's there.
On the linebacker group, Devontae had a nice pass breakup against Tevin out there. You had said that he was going to have to really key in on making sure that when he came back, he wasn't leaving anything that he had picked up when he got here. Do you like what you've seen from him?
Yeah, after the first day, that's the sign of respect that we have for one another, when guys have to compete and go as hard as they can, like knowing that's Tevin's responsibility also to help train Devondre and his back and forth. Like, if I can beat him, all right, I'm good. So that's the respect that we show for one another. So I love that those guys are battling for it. We look for those matchups every day as coaches. What play can we partner somebody up against somebody? And that was one we look for today.
What about Alex Mack, how he's coming along, setting the offensive line around him?
Yeah, he really sets the tone for us in the front. Starts right there in the middle. He puts his hand on the ball every play. He leads in a number of ways. It's his communication, but then it's the way he attacks it. The way he comes off the ball, the way he goes to finish. So yeah, he really sets the tone for us in the front.
Also, he made a couple of different catches. How do you talk about his development now that he's
Yeah, he's one that we're going to take a close look at all the way through camp here. We missed a good bit of the OTAs with him. He was able to participate in the mini camps. We're going to feature him in, find out all he can do. We're going to put him on the line. We're going to put him off the line. We're going to put him in the move. He's going to have a factor in punt. He's long. He can run. I know he had a couple catches today, so I'm anxious to go back and look at it.
What did you see in Arthur Lynch that made you want to bring him to camp?
Well, number one, the scouting department did a good job. We knew we needed, we're looking at one more tight end. And then when he came in on the workout, we saw, the real versatility. He caught it well. He moved well. We knew he had experience as a blocker, both on the line of scrimmage and off. So when it came down to it, he had a really good workout, and was a guy we wanted to give a shot to.
So how are the fundamentals about tackling, learning to tackle again?
Yeah, the questions regarding the fundamentals in tackling, I'm sure you saw that right away today. We're going right back to it. So our tackling system is based on our leverage and a strike zone that we want to go hit. So although we don't get the full contact, we're going to put ourselves in the right position all the way up until the contact. Those full speed tackling to the ground, that won't take place in the preseason game. We're going to put ourselves in position to take us all the way up to it. So it's going to be a constant, everyday thing that we're just not going to back off on the fundamentals.
Is that modifying your system a lot?
It does define our system in terms of how we want to play. So that part of our game is really important. And so we're trying to be the best fundamental team we can. And it starts there on defense and tackling.
Coach, has it slowed down for you this year? Last year was a whirlwind. This year you have time to slow down. Like first year players always say second year it gets a little slower.
Yeah, I totally understand the question regarding going into your second year. And for sure it has for me. The structure of everything is the same, but the expectations, I know so many of the players now where I was still trying to build some relationships during this time of year last year. So I have a very good vision of what some of the guys can do already. Now it's time for me to help identify that with the next crew coming up, these 25 rookies that are here in camp. What are some of the things they can do to add value to our team? And that's what we're going to try and find out here over this next month.
You're back up to Matt. How is it good to have a guy that's a quality backup that can push Matt to?
Yeah, and it was nice to see him make a nice throw today. And the guy works really hard. It's a great communication system between both the quarterbacks. Both of them have tons of experience playing, so you can imagine how valuable that is for a quarterback.
What are you going to look for?
It is going to be, and it's based on the speed first. See if we can go take some shots down the field. Those are some of those matchups that we were looking for. To see, all right, in some man-to-man, when we see our running backs outside, that's a matchup we want to go after. So that's really what we're designed for today. But you're right.
On that same subject, you want to see Matt work on those more, I'm
100%,
sure.
yeah. Because those are the matchups that we know going into a game. When you're looking at some of the ones heading into the week, this is a part of the game that we're going to attack. And so for us to be at our best, that matchup, knowing who those guys are at running back, that's a tough assignment. And so we want to exploit that whenever we can.
Man, how important is it to make sure that the intensity stays the same the next day and the next day and the next day?
The question was regarding how do you stay consistent with it every day, and really it's all the way through this day. Training camp is a long day, so wherever you're at, we make that our primary purpose. So the whole morning, that's a physical day, and then now as we go after lunch, the meetings begin, and there's a number of hours in that. How do we keep the intensity, the consistency about that meeting where you got to watch practice, all the criticism that goes with that, and then install again, and then come back through and walk tonight. So that shift of having it, like how physical I play, it's all my effort in the morning, and then in the afternoon, so much of it comes down to the mental side. So it takes a lot of grit, it takes a lot of toughness to stay in that moment, and we're going to keep battling for it every day.
Second, the rookies have already had a little experience with that, but do you keep an extra eye on them, or the veterans keep an eye on those guys?
Both. Yeah, it's a responsibility for the veterans to pull them through, and then also for the coaches, we take extra time with them to make sure we're going to give them the best shot. We're a developmental staff, meaning every guy here, we want to take them as far as we can, and so that's what we're aiming to do.